It's your number one station, RX Radio, playing you so much great music, hoping that you are enjoying this Monday morning. I love Monday mornings. I and Sarah, we've said so many times how we love Mondays. Why do we like Mondays? Well, the fact that, first of all, you get to meet your friends from work who you've spent the weekend away from, and it's always nice to see a familiar face, which is why I'm very happy to see you here. Olive, how are you?
I'm fine. So you're usually happy to see me on Mondays.
Yes,
I'm
you.
very lucky.
Everyone, you, the askari, the cleaner. I'm like, oh, my dear friends, I've missed them. Here they are.
But work people, the people we work with are more or less family. It's like extended family. These are the people we spend the most parts of our lives with. You come to work in the morning, if it's a 9 to 5, these are the people you spend the biggest chunk of your day with. Because with your family, you're in the same house, but most of the time you're sleeping.
Right. And this is why spouses get very insecure about office activities, because the fact is you probably spend more time around workmates than you do your own significant other.
That's very true.
Because you're going to get home maybe 7 p.m., 8 to 10 to the kids, maybe have dinner. Then you're probably just going to have 1 hour or 2 at most to talk. That's if you're not going to be watching TV.
And you're very tired.
And you're both very tired already.
Yes.
So there's not much bonding or just conversation that you will be having with your spouse relative to, say, your workmates with whom you spend the whole day chatting and talking and laughing and goofing around.
Yeah, and when you add spouses that have to pass by the bar before they come home, so they will get home between 10 and 11 and midnight, there is not much time you spend with each other within the week.
Wow. So that is why you must be very cautious. If you ever hear your significant other talking about, there's this person at work. Red flag. Investigate.
There is that video I watched where the wife was like, so babe, when I die, I want you to remarry very quickly. Have you seen it
No.
before?
Why?
And the guy was like, okay, hon. She's like, your answer was so quick. And he's like, no, babe, there is, let's say Lona from the office. She's so good. And oh my God, if you see her with the kids. And one of the kids was like, are you guys talking about Lona? Oh, mommy, she is the best.
Wow.
And the wife was like, the guy was like, but hon, you're not dying anytime soon. And she's like, oh, you're dying.
Yeah, those are the kinds of trick questions that we get asked, and we end up exposing ourselves. So to the men, we have to be very, very careful.
Very careful.
I'll tell you why else I like Mondays. Obviously, from a business perspective, you've probably spent, or at least I normally will spend the weekend thinking about things I want to approach, things I want to try and do differently, certain leads I want to follow up on. And usually I will spend the weekend thinking about these things, just looking forward to Monday so that I can start hitting the road, making the calls, getting meetings and that kind of stuff. So I do feel excited whenever Monday rolls around. So it's good to be here on a Monday, and we hope you're enjoying your Monday too, wherever you are and whatever you might be doing. But that said, we are living in some very stressful times. The people of Uganda, and to be honest, even around the world, there's a recession. People are struggling economically. And this has led to a lot of, distress in many people's lives. And of course, people have become indebted, financially crippled. We're all struggling together. These are hard times indeed. My heart broke when I saw a story of a mother of 3 who committed suicide after allegedly failing to repay a loan. And do you know how much the loan was?
No.
150,000 shillings.
150,000.
So she took the loan from a village bank, and she found herself unable to pay the loan, plus the interest, which was 60,000. Her name is Safina Mbabazi, and she owed this group in total, a certain savings group, a total of 210,000 shillings. She was found hanging in her rented room on Thursday.
Oh, no. This is sad.
You hang for 210,000 shillings. That's how bad the economy is. Meanwhile, you have a Speaker of Parliament who's gifting her
husband a Range Rover.
A Range Rover.
And it has been said that people in her constituency are actually suffering. Now, it doesn't mean she shouldn't have a good life and, attain the fine things in life, the finest things in life. But these, I think our members of Parliament or our leaders, for that matter, they have really let us down.
They have, and this is very, very sad, and we're seeing no indication that they even give a damn.
No, they don't.
The medical interns put down their tools because they haven't been paid, and even though the government is claiming that they were paid, no one knows where the money is. It's just a
Yes.
big mess.
And this has been ongoing. If it's not the interns striking, it is the medical doctors. If it is not the medical doctors, it is the teachers. So it's like a vicious cycle. And then there are always threats of if you don't want to work, you can leave. Or if you don't come back to work on such and such a date, we are going to suspend you or terminate you. But have you bothered to listen to the issues these people are grappling with?
I don't think so. And so, in the face of not having people that care about our well being, no politicians that give a damn, one wonders what the people are left to do in this situation.
They're going to commit suicide.
So, there's going to be more and more suicide, yeah? Because let's not forget, even while we were just coming out of the lockdowns of last year, there was all this talk about mental health. Now we have to focus on this, but that has been all but forgotten. And I think the fact that people are taking their lives is a symptom of the vastly untreated population. People untreated of their mental issues. And so you're going to start to see these sorts of dysfunctions arising, domestic violence, suicide, and whatnot. And it just worries me as to where we're headed because no one wants to talk about, like, they bring up an issue of importance and tomorrow it'll be forgotten and we move on to the next thing.
And of course, when you talk about mental health, yes, people need to be helped, need to be assisted, or there needs to be awareness about mental health. But you remember when we saw a story where the police force was going to enroll as many of police officers as possible into mental health, awareness and of course treatment. But we also remember that most of these police officers are depressed because of the poor pay, are depressed because of the poor housing, are depressed because they cannot afford the basic things in life. You've seen how they sleep. You've seen how their kids look like. So there is always a bottom problem that causes the mental health issues. And are we handling those?
Well, we certainly are not. Everything begins and ends with the government. They are the problem. They better get on it. Otherwise, there'll be troubled times ahead in this country, I'm telling you. Well, keep listening to your number one station, RX Radio. This is the Fatboy Show. We'll do our part to add some cheerful spirits to your life, especially now that we're heading into the Christmas season. We still got plenty of cool music to bring to you, so we invite you to stay tuned all the way to RX Radio.